Not even 10 o'clock yet, so people are slowly starting to trickle in here. Cincinnati, Ohio, at the Sharonville Convention Center. Gonna be tons of fun and action. I cannot wait. Let's get this party started.
You're so good looking now.
Okay, so now we're gonna get. I was gonna get Bitboy, but then Mark Moss rolls up on the scene, so we're just gonna get both these guys talking. Okay, we're breaking up the party, guys. Okay, all right. So we're gonna talk to this guy here.
That was just for the footage. We weren't really talking.
That was okay. That's pretty good B-roll.
That was B-roll.
Yeah, that's B-roll. Okay. Yeah. All right, Mark. You know this guy better than I do. What should I ask this comedian guy here? What do people need to know? What would be a good question for him?
Well, I wouldn't call him a comedian guy, first of all.
Okay.
December, she'd literally never seen me, and man, she was so disappointed. So she told me to grow it back out.
Well, like I said, he's edutainment, right? So he likes to take education and entertainment and put the two together. Okay. It's definitely not what I do, right?
Yeah, right.
So
Mr. Serious over here.
We talk a lot about wealth transfers. We talk about how to, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin could be the greatest wealth transfer. Yeah, I get too serious, So I try to be serious and make impact, and maybe pull you in through a little bit of emotion and kind of straight up talk.
Sure.
Where he takes like an entertainment approach, and I think they're both good, and they both reach different people and make a different impact.
Edutainment means I'm going to provide information to people. I'm going to provide education. I'm huge on education. Like I talked about, in my talk earlier, it's important for people to understand what Bitcoin is, what cryptocurrency is, what blockchain is. But if you give it to them in a way that is just run of the mill, then you're not going to stand out. I take a humorous approach, and I mean, to be honest with you, it's just natural. I mean, I've always been kind of silly ever since I was a kid. I was always in trouble in school because I talked too much and, pulled jokes, and, I got the...
I was giving guys like you detention many years ago. I'm a former teacher, my friend. I can tell.
I spent more time in ISS, in school suspension, than regular school, so...
You know what, Mr. Funny Guy, do you have a funny guy dance move or something?
No, I don't dance.
You don't break dance?
Funny enough, I
be on TikTok.
All right.
I
did the TikTok thing, right? You talked about that.
I actually did used to break dance when I was younger.
Did you?
Yeah,
I know you still got some moves.
I can't do the moves. I'm too fat now, guys. I need to lose. I'm on keto, and I'm hangry.
You got the keto flu. We don't even know if we're in focus here, guys, because I'm totally flying with the Osmo Mobile 3 content, and there it's a total flip. What about that shot? Dude, I'm not going to edit that out.
No, that's a great shot.
That's perfect.
Because that's kind of what we're trying to do to the financial system, flip it on its head.
I like it.
I like it.
So my name's JD Serafin, producer, entrepreneur from Los Angeles, California. We're here at Chainwise in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's been an amazing event. It's actually really inspiring to see all kinds of new people and faces coming into the space. We're at a critical moment in America. It's up to us in this country to allow entrepreneurs to innovate and to go out and to continue to build and to create the new world in the image and likeness of the values of this country, which is freedom, liberty, and yeah, I'm just excited to be a part of this movement.
A lot of different projects, and I try to share, my research into these projects and to help people as best I can. But, I also always tell people, don't just watch a YouTuber. Don't just read an article and decide from there. Use what we display, use what we present as a guide to point you in the right direction for you to do your own research and establish for yourself what you feel is going to be a good action. The overall point in all of this is to get involved. That's it. Educate yourself. If there's anything anybody gets away from this is, look, we're in a position right now to where even if you're just fumbling around in this space, making small moves, 2 to 3 years from now, it could have changed your life, even by accident. That's where I truly believe we are right now.
Yeah.
So, they're like Cardano's at 4 cents. Somebody stumbles across Cardano before they launch their proof of stake protocol in their smart contracts and everything. And, I bought $50 worth of Cardano, a year ago, and now it's worth, $3.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing, but here it is.
But that's good, right? So you can talk about why.
You're not going to believe this, but we're having a conversation with Mark Moss, Alex Mashinsky right here at the Chainwise conference. It's amazing. Just listen in, basically.
Uber came out and said, we're gonna take underused assets and underused people and time, and we're going to match that up, right?
I think the problem is, again, people can't earn their money doesn't work for them, right? How do you solve that problem? You're not going to solve the problem with politicians. You're not going to solve that problem with forcing the banks to give more back. So you need to create a new system.
Yeah. You know how we were just talking earlier about the Bible and how everything comes back around, right? Thomas Jefferson wrote extensively about the danger of central banks.
Well, central banks are not acting on behalf of the American citizens. Capitalism is just another experiment, right? I mean,
no,
we think that capitalism solves all the problems.
Capitalism is not an experiment. Capitalism is, I think, innate. I think we're born with capitalism.
I'm not sure about that.
Capitalism is taking capital and having the choice of what to do with it.
There has never been higher concentration in history than the concentration of wealth right now in the United States of America. This is capitalism. No. Capitalism leads you to where we are today.
We're gonna let these guys eat. I just want to know, when's my Bitcoin gonna blow up? All right, is Bitcoin gonna change this game? What needs to? If you can't win this game that's so corrupt,
it's a pyramid, right?
Money,
where the people that have access to money and control the top of the pyramid, they extract all the value from it, right? So basically, the 1%ers manage to extract all the value in forms of dividends or tax deferrals or things like that. Where the average Joe, if you're on a salary, you can't defer anything, right? So you have nothing left at the end of the month, and you can't climb up the pyramid because
I can't climb it no matter how hard I work, how many jobs I have.
I mean, look, I lived the American dream. I started 7 companies at $3 billion in exits, right? I can tell you that I have 6 kids at home. They can't do the same thing. They just can't do it. I mean, it's very, very difficult now to come as an entrepreneur, create something from scratch, and build your own company. Well, it's also the pursuit of happiness, right? Which is what we were promised. It's not the pursuit of profit. It's not the pursuit of capital. Those are 2 very, very different things. I mean, I know a lot of very miserable rich people in New York. You know, I live in New York. So as a country, if you look at who our heroes are, I just think we need better heroes. Our heroes were the people who went to the moon, or the people who invented something. And today it's the people who allocate money. They are the rich. They are the heroes. You know, Warren Buffett, people like that, who not necessarily are people that contribute the most to society.
It's an exciting new world, and it's new things, and it's new technology, and anybody can learn it. You don't have to necessarily be a rocket scientist to understand it.
It's not that difficult.
It's not that difficult. I've learned on YouTube everything that I need to do to have secure, safe wallets, and I have my savings installed, and it's all good and safe, and I understand it.
I definitely enjoyed the presentation. Very informative, and I'll definitely be able to implement it and enhance my trading skills.
They say that the guy walks in off the street. This is Chainwise. You come in here curious, and you leave an expert. You came here curious. Did you get more curious as this thing went along?
Absolutely. Yeah, I was totally neutral. Obviously, I do different events all the time.
Sure.
Didn't know what I was even getting into. But
and these guys start talking about blockchain and
Bitcoin.
What's
blockchain? What's Bitcoin? What's all this stuff they're talking about? So what I got out of it, when they said you came in curious and leave an expert, I don't know if I'm an expert, but I would say I have learned way more than I think I could have doing a search online and trying to find all this information. So I started maybe becoming a believer in this and looking at it. I definitely want to look into it more.
You know, I almost want to say the reason crypto's not blowing up just yet is because the jury's still out. And you're the jury, and you're not here.